My name is Inge Holst Laursen. I'm a chief on this intensive apartment, and there's 15 places for the patient you have been seeing. And there's nearly working about 100 people here, 100 nurses, and then there have been doctors. There's a lot of other stuff, people. We haven't any transplantation here in Esbjerg, but we have patients who going to die, and then we are using their kidney or the stuff for patient in Denmark, or maybe in other places. It's a difficult answer. There are a lot of things. Depends on what patient are coming with. But a lot of things they want to have the intensive care, and the intensive care had a lot of name it respirator and all the stuff that we can use for a patient. But then also professional nurses and doctors. And jeg går i dansk lige nu. Der er rigtig mange ting, der skal til for at man er professionel. Ja. Professional nurse and doctors. They can the intensive care, and they can do the thing right. But in Denmark we also put a lot of thing on the psychology, so we can use can help the patient and the family as well. So it's a difficult question, but you had to do the intensive care, and you had to do all the things with the patient, but there's also the psychology for the patient and the family. Mm. There's a lot of culture in it, and a lot of knowledge. You have to know about what's happened when you should be a donor in Denmark. When we ask the families, we can't ask the patient, but they are dead, yeah. That's one. The most of the time they say yes, you can use the body. It's not very often they say no. But the patients are not having this organ donations card. Not many have it. So I think it's a lot about culture in Denmark that we haven't knowledge about. Done a lot of things the last years, especially I have this instruction for you. So with the past, we are talking a lot about it, and in this way the culture is changing. Small piece, small steps. A lot of things are doing. We have. I don't know the exact thing they are doing. You have to ask the translation center. But we have a lot of meetings in Denmark. We have persons here with me and all the other hospitals who meet and talk about how can we do it better. And the media are also in it, so we talk about the good examples. But we do a lot of things, especially the last 3-4 years. Yeah. But when I say that with the families, they say most of the time yes, but I haven't think about it before. So I think the culture had to change. Of course, I have this card. So if I want to have, I also have to give. When you're young, you're not thinking about you have to die one day. But if you're going out and the cars crush you, it's easier for your family if you have taken the discussion when you are not sick. And we had to take it before, when there's no problem. We had to, I think we had to talk about it in the schools. Maybe when you were having your driving license, you had to talk about it. So you get it early, when you're not having any problems. So we not have to ask when you are dead. Yeah. So I think you have to take it in another way when you're not as sick.
Yeah.
But we have to take it when the person is dead.
Yeah.
Now.
Yes.
But I think as a person you have to take it before when you have no problem. You can do it as in Holland. They are doing it in the other way. You have to say no. In Denmark you have to say yes.
Yes.
If you want to have a lot more, you have to do it in the Holland way. Then you have to say no, I won't have it.
Yes.
And then there are more people wouldn't take the discussion. I think the best is to have the discussion.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
But you will get more organs if you do it in the Holland way. I think.
Okay. Of course.
But we had to. There's not many patients here who die in here first. So that we can't use all the patients dying on intensive part.
Yes, of course.
No. So we have maybe 2, 3 every year. It's so many. So many we have not not 100. No. My ideas. I've said something for you. We had to take the discussion before. We as nurses and doctors are getting clear what do I want as person, as a professional. And when the family say yes, we have to take very care of them. So the reason too we have working a lot with what can we do with the care for a family as well. And we have when I know where the kidney are going and all the things are going, I call the family in for talk. And then we have how are you? We're talking about how they are feeling, and at the same time they get the knowledge about where are the son, their man's kidney gone.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's very good. It's very, very good.
Of course.
No, in Denmark, no. For when we're talking about this, it's nobody had to pay for it.
Yes, of course.
It's a good thing about Denmark. Yeah.
Yes.
For it's very expensive when you're going to have a kidney for. No, but we're paying back in our taxes.
We want to investigate our target group about the social effect of organ donate, and we want to speak about this matter because, as you know, organ donate can help to country about, for example, can reduce all the cost of diseases, for example, dialysis patients, and can help to the government to reduce budget, for example. What do you think about our target group, social effects and organ donate? Organ donate can help the country.
Yes, of course. You can see it in different ways. If you're talking about kidneys, yeah, the people are going to be sick a very long time. If they didn't get a kidney, they had to go to dialysis every day, twice, 3 times a week. They're going to the hospital, and very expensive. Yeah. And when they're
especially
going
for government to pay cost of patients.
Yeah, if they're going and had to have a kidney and it's going very good, the patient are not sick anymore, and they can go to work and they can have a normal life. And I think it's very good for the for nation, and also for the patient and for the hospital as well, because there are other people who can get into the hospital instead of. Yeah, so a lot of good things, but it also is, of course, I don't know about how the different how expensive it is from
Okay.
the other part. You had to ask someone else because it's depends on how you beregner det, altså how much it costs for the nation. You put it in a hospital, or you put it in organ donation, or you put it for all the social stuff.
Exactly.
A lot of money in it. But I think the thing is, it's good for the country, but as well as good for the patients.
Exactly.
They can have a normal life, or a better life.
As you know, rate of organ donating in Denmark is low, and we need to motivate the people to persuade and convince to come in and organ donate, and use social cooperation with the country and enter to these parts and motivate Danish people to it's a social work. You with organ donate can help your country and you better, and it's not individual effects.
But I think there's a lot of thing in the culture.
Yeah.
You had to see it in the other way. I think I understand your question as when I've been to these meetings, there have sometimes been earlier patients who have been told about the good history. And I think it's the best way to change the culture in Denmark. So when I see a person who earlier have been very sick and now is having a good history, have a good life, I think different from what I'm doing next time. And that's the reason that I get the card. Because one thing is I'm working with the professional, but Inge, what shall I do if I'm going out in front of the car? So my family can get it easier. So I think it's a good history you had to tell, especially from the person who have been in it. And that's the reason I tell you about the family talk. When I'm going out and talk to conference about organ donation, I talk about when I have these talks with families after. Yeah. And it's a very, very good thing. And they tell their neighbors and their family it's a good thing about to have an organ donation. And so I think it's a good way to have history around in this nation.
Okay.
Yeah. But it takes a long time.
Yeah.
That's the reason I told you about. You had to change the special young people had to take a decision about their cards.
Exactly.
Not when we are standing here and we had to, in the crisis, take hard discussion. Yeah.
Yes.
So the last family I talked with, there were only 2 organs they could use because the other was sick. But the family said, "Oh, it's very good. It's been very good history if there was only one organ they could use. But now there's 2." And I was saying, sometimes we can use 5 organs. No, doesn't matter. It's only 2 people are not sick anymore because of our family, like our mother had been abandoned. So it's about the history. I think it's you had to the feelings when people can see, oh, it could be my husband who's sick. When I hear a very good history, maybe I should make a card, and I'll just take a discussion in my family so they know what I'm standing for if I don't have a card. Yeah. Of course, it's in Danish.
Yes.
But the reason I also gave it to you, have you been seeing this reference?
Yes, I think.
You have seen it,
because we had searched it much.
Yeah, and there's a lot of information in this. Yeah. Yeah. But it's about what we're doing in the concrete situation, and also after. Yeah.
Of Thank you.
We last week we have a patient from Somalia.
Yes,
We have a
exactly.
patient from Germany. We not last week, but we have sometime from Jehovah's. You know, Jehovah Vidner. Yeah, they must get blood. You know, so I haven't tried to have a patient. We should talk about organ donation with the Jehovah's Witness, but there will be problems there. So we have also cultures, religions, not problems. Wouldn't say problems, but we have things we had to talk about here in Denmark as well. But we haven't the economy. No problem.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.